On Rendezvous Counter, let's meet someone who has changed the whole idea of directing and choreographing a fashion show. He is someone with loads of experience in this field, and yes, it is Mr. Lovell Prabhu. Let's see what he has to tell us.
Primarily, I am a show director, work all over India. I have worked with leading film stars, the top models of our country, and I have been choreographing shows for the past 25 years. Fashion is a statement, primarily it is a statement of what we as human beings aspire to look like. I mean, we all know the basic necessity of life of food, clothing and shelter, and clothing is something that can go from wearing something unbranded to something branded, but according to me, fashion primarily is something that I feel I'm comfortable in. Fashion choreography is primarily a mode of marketing a garment, and this is where fashion choreography comes in, because it is presenting the garments on a runway that most of us call a ramp, ensuring that these garments are put in a very aesthetic manner, using lights as a very important source, music which catches the senses of hearing, lights of course is your sight, the garment which basically mesmerizes you. So if the music is right, the lighting is right, the setting is right, what you create is a dream for a person watching. Choreography is the art of making this dream come true and making every garment speak a certain language. If, for example, I'm working with a designer who has Indian wear, I need to give the Indian language to everything. I can even give an international touch by putting music, lighting or different kind of styling. But at the end of the day, the way the choreographer basically puts things together is an art. If you watch a film, a choreographer is like the director of a film. If you ever want to get into choreography, the most important thing is please understand clothes, understand the mind of your designer, understand why the designer has created a creation. When you get these three things into place, you will know how to project these clothes in the right manner. A choreographer should not primarily try to present his only thought and his way, not looking at what the designer wants. Because at the end of the day, you may just have some Bollywood dance happening there, but if the garments are not being sold, we have a problem, because at the end of the day, the designer wants to sell the garments. And if the garments cannot get sold, and this can only happen when the audience watching the show love the garments, and bigger than the audience is today the camera. But if something's going wrong and the choreographer is not understanding what they're doing, the whole show flops. And when a show flops, the garments don't sell. Every choreographer has a USP of his or her own. My USP primarily is to bring out the language of the clothes. I need to be inspired by the garments that I look at. If a collection doesn't tantalize my soul, I am a soul person. I work by the soul. So the language of the garment is what I like to bring out on my runway. If I understand what the language of the garment is, I know my show is going to be a hit. But if I don't, I probably never land up doing the show.